This video has been sponsored by myself. Windows 10 and 11 retail keys are still $12.50 only. And I would like to thank everyone who has subscribed to me in the last couple of weeks. It helped me out a lot, so if you like the content and you're still not subscribed, please consider to do so. Hello and welcome to part 4 of this Fallout 4 2022 Ultimate Graphics tutorial. We're going to install player-related mods and creature overhaul mods in this section. So what we're going to do also with that is adding a lot of guns, armor, weapons, and some other overhauls. So I would say let's jump into this because this is one of the larger parts actually before we're going to finish the tutorial. The first one is some overhauls for creatures, and for me personally there are only 2 mods which covers almost everything. I've searched all the creatures section here in Nexus mods, but I don't really find that many interesting creatures because I think Wasteland Creatures Redone does a good job in overhauling a lot of these creatures. And on top of that, Death Claws I would say is a pretty cool mod which is really specifically designed for the Death Claws in Fallout 4. So download the main file here. For the Wasteland Creatures Redone, and for the Death Claws Reach HD Remaster, download the 4K loose. Then let's go to Mod Organizer and go to the folder where you should save now these new files. So first the Wasteland Creatures Redone. Let's wait for this. And then you see an options form. I usually check the drop down menu for options forms to have my original file name, because then I have the numbering in front of it. And then select all the creatures except for the, where are they? The Death Claws. Here they are. So you can install everything except for the Death Claws because we're going to use a different overhaul for these. And I click install. And that's it. And then let's add the Death Claws manual, press OK. And boom, we have that as well now. So let's close these creatures overhaul mods. Then we have Enhanced Blood Textures, which I think is really cool mod from Skyrim, and it's also been implemented in Fallout 4. Go to Files and go to download the basic file and the update file. And let me check, is that also why I did recommend here? Download it, install the main and update file. Yeah, so download those 2 files. So first the basic comes also with an options form, so don't forget to click this drop down menu. I think I'm going to leave everything on default settings, that's fine for me. And let's not forget the update file. Also comes with an options form. It's all I think it's all good. A high default color, yeah. Great. So we have done that. Then we're going for some NPC overhauls. The difference is, in my opinion, Fallout 4 vanilla characters are not that super potato ugly as they are in Skyrim. In Skyrim, the default NPCs are very outdated, and I think in Fallout 4 it's not that much of a bad job. However, I think the female characters usually are the characters that and NPCs that has the most mods, which makes it look a lot better. And for that, I would say for the females, we're going to use an all-in-one replacer for the female characters for the because I think that looks really good. Because for the males, I don't find that one that interesting, that it is super different than the vanilla male characters. So for the females, definitely there is an example. If you know the Beijing mods from Skyrim, where you have the all-in-one overhaul replacer for war maidens, NPCs, etc. Here you have a little bit of an idea what you can expect if you are going to overhaul the females. I have to say with this, I'm not sure if I did state this in the tutorial. Yeah, are optional. That's what I wanted to say. If you think these are not lore friendly, there is not really a good reason to install all of these mods, except maybe KS Herdas. That's a really big difference. But for the rest, yeah, I wouldn't care then. If you think the characters in Fallout 4 are okay, and you're not planning to do much of a body type change and for armors and all that stuff, feel free to skip it, actually, because I think in Fallout 4 it looks good. I, however, would like to have some good overhauls for females, and also I'd probably go for the CBBE body type. So if you want to follow me along, then let's do that for now. Some requirements for these Wasteland Heroines Replacer and presets are all these mods, so we're going to need to install them in this order. Let's first open up Appealing Moles. Let's open up Commonwealth KS Herdas, and let's open up Deluxe Makeup. So, Appealing Moles, download the main file. For Commonwealth Cuts, that's also one main file, yeah. And for Deluxe Makeup, download these two mods. So, I would say let's first add these mods. Let's go to our mod organizer, and let's go to this one, Appealing Moles Extra. Click Manual, press OK. Then for Commonwealth Cuts, we have its main mod. Press Manual, press OK until that finishes. Come on, you can do that, yeah. And then we have the first file from the Deluxe Makeup and the second file from the Deluxe Makeup section. So, okay, that's good. Then let's see what we need to have here. Let's open up the last three mods. Oh, actually, I'm going to do it a little bit differently for CBBE. Female neck tweaks, download the Editor's Choice 2. So that's number 9, Editor's Choice 2. And download the Eyes of Beauty. Let's see, which file do I recommend here? The all-in-one edition for... Yeah, okay, just to download the all-in-one edition. Let's do that. Comes with an option form, apparently. Standalone plugin, all-in-one compatibility plugin. I'm not sure. I'm just going to leave it as it is. Custom lashes. I'm going to all this default. Feel free to pick what you like, but I'm going to with the default and authors picks. So okay. And then we have the body textures. The thing is, if you don't care for CBBE body type, you can choose the vanilla textures for the vanilla body type. I, however, see that a lot of female-specific armors are using the CBBE body type. So for that, I'm going to download that. First, let me pause it because the screenshots will probably show some naked stuff, which I can't really center. So give me a moment. So let's open up first the CBBE body type page. Okay, so here are some naked screenshots, but I don't want to have them included because it means that, yeah, YouTube might see that as naked content, and we don't want that. Click Manual, download the CBBE body type. And let's see, then we're also going to need a specific body texture for this. So I'm going to check if this has some naked content as well, but open this page as well. And you also want to open up the Valkyr female face and body textures, because we're still going to use the faces from Valkyr. So first download from Valkyr, which luckily has no nude content here. Go to Files, don't need the body texture. Download this one, but it also depends a little bit on your character. So this one, use it if your character is fair skinned and you have the HD Textures DLC installed, which I think is done automatically by Steam. So download this one for the face textures, and for the CBBE IDA, download the main body texture. That's the one I'm using. You can also use various screenshots if you like. Various other body types. I was a little bit distracted by the screenshots because I'm pretty afraid that YouTube might censor this and see this as adult content, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, so download those. Download the face texture from Valkyr. and the CBBE IDA body texture for our CBBE body type. So yeah, it's a little bit confusing, but I would say let's do it like it is here. So let's add number 11. That's the CBBE body type. And I really hope they're not going to show screenshots here in an options form. Yeah, they do, obviously. Okay, I hope they will forgive me for this. I want to have it a vanilla shape. Because I'm not super good in censoring stuff with my ancient video editing program. So let's click install. Yeah. Alright, and let's activate it. And then let's go to 12, the Valkyrie face textures. Press OK, activate it. And then we have the CBBE IDA body texture. Press manual and press OK. Awesome. Then let's see if we can finally download and install the overhaul for the Wasteland replacer for the females. So go there, go to files, go to the all-in-one with the DLCs, that is. And then it should be, once we did add that mod, we should not have any errors here in the plugin section. And you can usually see here what it is using. So as you can see here, the master files are also KS Herdas and the Eyes of Beauty, which are these ones. And these are required for Wasteland Heron's Replacer All-in-One. So if you don't see any errors, that's fine. That means we're good and the replacer will work properly. I had to do some checking on this because I did install the CBBE body type first in my first attempt of modding Fallout 4, and I did install a body overhaul from Valkyrie, and that's not going to work because you have really messed up weird body textures if you're going to do that. So it's a little bit of a reminder to do it like we did. You should be fine. Then the really fun stuff, guns, armors and guns, because I think this is definitely where Fallout 4 in 2022 shines the best. The weapon mods are so super cool and so way much better in comparison with the vanilla stuff. So absolutely recommended to install all of this stuff. Even while it is optional, you don't want to do that. The custom guns and armors are so much better than they are from the regular Fallout 4. So there are some prerequisites we need to do. First, download these two mods. The armor and weapon keywords community, and one of these two, I think is this one, is pretty cool. It allows you to wear a different set of armor pieces. So an example, if you want to wear a t-shirt and you want to wear a different piece of armor on top of that, usually in Fallout and Skyrim it was supposed to be one torso body type, but not with this mod. It's either this one or Armorsmith Extended. I'm not 100% sure, but anyway, we need to have these files first. So go to here and download the main file from this very long mod. And for Armorsmith Extended, also go to files and go to here and download also the main mod. So let's first add these two mods. These are here, armors and weapons. So part 16 armors. And let's correct the numbering here. Click next. I'm going to leave everything as it is. I'm not sure we're going to use any of these replacers. I don't think we are. Let's see. Here we have actually a CBBE patch. This is a CBBE patch that includes a pre-built CBBE mesh for colts, gloves, and body slides. Okay, this file adds material to the patch. Okay. I didn't install it previously, so I'm not sure, but I'm going to leave it as it is. Maybe the CBBE patch was required for some clipping issues, but yeah. Whatever, I don't wear those female armors anyway. Armorsmith Extended. Click manual, press OK. And I think these are not super small mods, so it might take a little bit while here, as you can see. Let's activate it. Then let's close these two mods. And we can now start with the some armor mods. I think I picked these ones. I think they look very cool. But anyway, later you can check from the Fallout 4 Nexus armors or clothing section if you would like to add some more armors or clothing pieces. First, this one. Let's open them all up. They're pretty straightforward when it comes to installing. So yeah, this one is cool. I think a lot of cool armor, weapons and armors. Very high quality. That's also pretty important, of course. So go to files and download this one here. The all-in-one contains all outfits. Then for the biohazard suit, I also think it's pretty cool. You can go to files, download the... Yeah, I have this one, version 1.1, because this one has new white camo. I like the original one first. So, and it's, yeah, I checked the file size, they're pretty identical. So I think this is the same biohazard suit, but this one has the yellow one, I think, not sure. And this one has the white camo. So I would say just pick version 1.1. Yeah, okay. Then for the private military company PMC, go to files, download the main file and the hotfix. For the institute suit, download the main file. There's also here one for generating CBBE meshes, if you care about that, because we have the CBBE body type. But I'm going to play with a male character, but if you're going to play with a female character, you might want to download this one as well, on top of the main file. And then this one, the Modern Warfare 2 Ranger outfit. I think it's a pretty fun one as well. Download the main file and the update file. And if you're going to use Piper as a follower, I think this outfit looks a lot more cooler and fresh than her old-fashioned outfit. So if you're using Piper, I think this is a pretty cool outfit as well. And this is just a replacer, so it will replace and not add it as a standalone for CBBE body type. So that's the reason why we want to have CBBE body type for females, because a lot of these outfits are designed for CBBE body type in this case as well. So yeah, let's just add all this stuff then in Mod Organizer. Armors, let's see. Yeah, we have this pack first. And usually the armor specs are not that super large, but I think this one is because of the high resolution textures. So let's, oh, okay. I'm not sure why it fails. This is a bug. Sometimes this happens. I'm not sure why it does, but sometimes this happens. So let's try it again. Yeah, because here now it has been actually added. So if you have this error as well, close your Mod Organizer 2 and reopen it. I sometimes I'm not sure why it is. I thought it had to do something with adding a lot of mods and not activating them, but now you know what you, yeah, if you receive that error, what you can do. So the biohazard suit, this one. And then let's add the patch file on top of it. This Cross Institute suit looks nice. And we have the Army Rangers from Modern Warfare 2. Looks pretty nice. There's a lot of details, by the way, in these armors. A lot of moving stuff, an example. Really, really nice. But you can check it out yourself in-game. Alright, and the Piper outfits. And then we are pretty much done with all our armor setup. So it's quite modest. We only have installed like 60 mods yet. And I can remember in the Skyrim we had like 300 or something. So a lot, that is because a lot of stuff, texture overhauls are for the Fallout 4 HD overhaul, which have been covered by all these loose individual files. So that saves a lot in space in Mod Organizer 2. So we can close this stuff. And now we come to a more interesting section, the weapons. Again, if you would like to have, if you're the guy that likes the skimpy armors for females, go ahead, check out your armor stuff. You have the CBBE body type right now, so go ahead and do your thing. First, for weapons, we need these two mods. First, the scopes framework. Let me show you that first. So download the main file, and let's add it to Mod Organizer. So let's go to weapons. Scopes framework, click manual, press OK. And now for the next mod, this is a little bit of a more special story, the tactical reload. The thing how weapons work, if you're not familiar with them, if you do have an example, pistols and rifles, submachine guns, they use magazines. If you change a magazine, which still have some bullets left in the magazine, you can just simply replace a magazine and you can continue to fire. However, if your weapon is completely dry and you have no rounds in the chamber anymore, or no round I should say, if the last round in the chamber has also been shot, your weapon is completely dry. what you need to do then in real life is change the magazine of your pistol, rifle, whatever. And then you need to either pull the slide back in case of a pistol, or pull the charging charging handle back from a rifle or submachine gun to eject a new round in the chamber. Long story short, what this means is you should have two different weapon animations. The first one, if you still have bullets left in the magazine, or at least a round in the chamber, because that's a much faster reload than the other one. That is if you're completely dry and you need to pull the slide back, or pull the charging handle back of the weapon to insert a new round in the chamber. Funny thing is, a game like Counter-Strike does not do this correctly. It has only one animation for reloading, which is absolutely not correct. Fallout 4 weapons by default, also the modded ones, come only with one animation. However, this mod, Tactical Reload, allows modders to add a patch for this, which allows us to give two animations. So one for when the weapon has rounds left in the magazine, or at least one in the chamber, and one when it is completely dry. Not all mods support this, but a lot of weapon mods do have this. So that's why you see here the following. Sometimes you need to download the main file, patch file, and a tactical reload patch. So some of these weapons actually support that, and you have two different animations. So yeah, that's a long story short. Two animations for the same gun is what you want, and some weapons do support that. Another thing, if you're using an AMD GPU, by default it could happen that some of the scopes have a purple glow or something. That's what I did read, but I don't have an AMD GPU, so I did not download any of these patches. But you want to download these patches as well if you're using an AMD GPU. So first of all, let's not forget, download Tactical Reload. There is a manual reload if you're completely dry that you have to press R for reload to do that, but it's getting a little bit annoying in combat, so I would just download the Tactical Reload framework, then add that to your mod organizer, press manual, press OK. Alright, and then we can really start adding weapons. So as I said, theoretically this is all optional, but please install all these weapons because they make such a big difference in modding Fallout 4. So let's open everything up, I would say. I think that's just the easiest way to do that stuff. First, this weapon is an actual weapon pack. It comes with multiple weapons, which is pretty cool. And the way it works, by the way, with weapons from mods is you can either add them yourselves by using console commands or by the MCM menu, or you can craft them on the workbenches, or enemies will carry them from a specific level depending on the weapon type, how good these weapons are. So that's a little bit to give you an idea if you're completely new to weapon modding in Fallout 4. So here, go to Files. You want to download the main file and the patch file. And again, if you're using an AMD GPU, also download the AMD patch. Once you've done that, let's add the combined arms patch. And for the rest of the mods, I will quickly just show you what you need to download. And I don't think I need to run through the installation. I think you guys are capable of doing that yourselves. This one is quite a large pack, by the way, so let's wait for its install. All right, and then let's not forget to add the patch as well. Click manual, press OK. And if you're using AMD GPU, now add also that patch. So for the other weapons, let me quickly show you. The SIG assault rifle, that's pretty cool. The MCX, go to Files, download the 4K version. That's definitely absolutely recommended actually for weapons, since you're really close to them all of the time. Download the 4K version, download the update, download the AMD fix if you're using a AMD GPU, and download the Tactical Reload patch, because this weapon supports Tactical Reload, and yeah, like I said, it gives you another animation. The Glock 19X, really cool high quality mod. You go to Files, download the 4K version, and this one has not any of the patches, so yeah, it is what it is. The Eckler & Koch G3 battle rifle, really cool, high detailed with nice sound, rifle mod. Download the 4K version, download the update, download the AMD fix if you're having a AMD GPU, and download the Tactical Reload patch. an IMI Uzi, that's Israel Military Industries if I'm not mistaken. Go to files, go to the main file, download the update file, download the AMD fix if you're having an AMD fix, and it doesn't come with a tactical reload patch, I think. Yeah, so yeah, that's what it is. There are some weapons, by the way, some light machine guns which can't really use the tactical reload patch because the entire reload for that machine gun in real life would be that you still have to pull the slide or the lever back. So in that case it doesn't really exist at all, also not in real life. So that's why some weapons do not have a tactical reload patch. So that's it for the Uzi. Then you have this MP9, let's say Steyr MP9 I think. It's a combination of two weapons. Go to files, download the 4K version, download the update version, and it comes in an options form with an AMD patch and the tactical reload patch. The FN Herstal Scar H, pretty cool mod. Go to files, download the 4K version, download the update version, the AMD fix if you have an AMD GPU, and the tactical reload patch. This one, the grenade launcher. This is also a weapon, by the way, which does not have a tactical reload patch because it does not exist, also not in real life. You just shoot a grenade, open up the tube, insert a new grenade, and close the tube. There is no tactical reload option for this at all. So open up the files section, download the main version, download the update version, and the AMD fix if you have an AMD GPU. Then Springfield Armory M1A, go to files, download the regular version, which is the 4K in this case. Download, that's it. Yeah, this one does not have any of the patches, so download just this file then. The Jihad FAMAS, unfortunately, it's a very cool weapon mod, but unfortunately it does not have tactical reload, which is quite bad because the full reload is very long for this weapon. So download the main version, and it has no patch file. Then we have the MP5, really one of the cooler mods. Download the MP5 main version. This one we don't want to reload, the no tactical reload patch, but the strange thing is that I do not, this weapon does not have a tactical reload in game. So it only has one reload animation, which works, which is by pulling the lever back here to the top. Putting the magazine out, putting the magazine in, only the option. The thing what would happen in real life is if you still have a round, or at least one round in a mag, and you would pull this lever back, the round will spit out of the gun. So yeah, it's not that realistic, but okay, it's for the rest a very cool mod. So download the main file from the MP5, and from the last one we have here is the M41 from Modern Warfare. Cool mod. Download the main file and download. This one has actually two update files. Download the update main file and then also download the texture update file. So there are quite a lot of files, and I'm pretty sure you guys by now know how to download all the mods, number them, and then add them to Mod Organizer. So to show you a little bit here, an example, the SIG, the 4K, the update, and the tactical reload patch, and an AMD patch if you're using an AMD. So this is how it should look then if you put the numbers correctly in front of it. So add these mods, install them one by one, and then I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, once you've done that, it should look a little bit like this with all the patches and all. And if you're using an AMD GPU, you should also have the AMD patches in this list. So that's pretty much it. Like I said, you also probably did notice that the MP9 and ACP9 have a options form where you should have selected the tactical reload patch or the AMD patch if you have an AMD GPU. And let's see, yeah, then it's being left with this weapons section from Nexus. If you would like to have more weapons, find them here. You can download them here and add them as well to your Mod Organizer too. So that was it for this part. You don't need to go in game yet because we're going to do that with the last part, which is pretty fast. And hope to see you there. I probably see you there because we are almost getting there. The last part is pretty fast. So well done so far, and see you at part 5, LUTs and final testing.